I'm Tracy Baxter with today's Record Newswatch. Members of 4 families were left homeless this morning after fire swept through a 3-story apartment building in the city of Newburgh. The blaze at 4042 Bayview Terrace broke out a little before 6 a.m. An occupant woke up after smelling smoke that was coming from a second-floor radiator. All others in the building were alerted and everyone got out safely. Firemen say the fire was able to spread through a central shaft in the building, and it spread across the ceilings. About 70 firemen from Newburgh and surrounding communities were called to the scene, and they were able to keep the smoky blaze from spreading to nearby buildings. 2 City of Newburgh firemen got hurt, though not seriously. Work is underway to determine the cause. They stood in the rain holding lit candles in solidarity with the people of Newtown, Connecticut. About 75 people stood around the peace tree at the hamlet of Wallkill Public Library last night to take part in a memorial vigil. Those who turned out say it was important for them to do something publicly to show support for the victims of last Friday's school shooting tragedy. A string of illuminated angels made by local children at the library were strung around the peace tree during the service, each angel bearing the name of a Newtown victim. Reverend Joseph Fallon said that while words fail to console us, they are all we have to express our grief. Today, the Dick's Sporting Goods chain announced it was suspending sales of its modern sporting rifles during what it called this time of national mourning. Sullivan County legislators got out their budget-cutting scissors earlier today in the hopes of doing some financial trimming. County taxpayers were hoping they'd be using a hatchet to make major cuts in a tentative county budget that includes a 13.8% tax levy increase. Sullivan legislators were meeting today to review the county's $195 million spending proposal for 2013 with an eye towards finding some ways to reduce that tax hike. This week, a pair of legislators announced plans to seek the removal of County Manager David Fanslow when his contract expires at the end of the month. Cora Edwards and Gene Benson say Fanslow has withheld information that made it difficult for legislators to make budget decisions. Now check back here at Record Online for word on any tax increase reductions. Legislature is expected to vote on a finalized Sullivan County budget on Thursday. 50-50. Michael Traynor says those are the odds of his 564-acre Nevele Hotel property getting selected as one of 7 sites for a gambling casino in the state, should a public referendum on casino gaming be put on the state election ballot next November and passed. Traynor, the former Ellenville Resort's new owner, showcased his plans for a Nevele revival during a meeting of the Ulster County Chamber of Commerce this morning. This $400 million project includes 450 hotel rooms, a new 150,000 square foot casino, and creation of up to 1,700 jobs in an area that's lost major employers and part of its tax base. Traynor told chamber members 2013 is the make or break year. He'll only go forward with his Nevele redevelopment project if the state approves casino gambling there. A Pennsylvania man was arrested after a multi-vehicle crash that he caused while driving in the wrong direction on Interstate 84 in the town of Montgomery. State police say James Onanago of Bushkill, Pennsylvania, was going eastbound in the westbound lanes of I-84 when his car slammed head-on into an oncoming SUV. 2 other vehicles were also involved in the accident. No one was seriously injured. Aniago was charged with reckless endangerment, aggravated driving while intoxicated, and reckless driving. Estimates are about 500 people benefited from yesterday's holiday outreach in Port Jervis. People lined up outside the Community Outreach Center at Temple Bethel, where they received donations of food, warm clothing, and wrapped toys for their kids. It's part of an ongoing donation effort sponsored by Easter Seals New York. Officials say the holiday giveaway was aided by a $10,000 donation from the We Live to Give Foundation and by the donation of 5,000 toys from the Toy Industry Foundation.
It really is one of those things where the whole community gets together to do this. We have a board of trustees that starts all the way down in Westchester and works its way all the way up the Hudson Valley, the Fraternal Order of the Police, CVS, and a lot of great sponsors. And we get presents from some and food from others, and we raise a lot of money and donations from the community, and we put it all together. And then in one day we'll probably give out about 3,000 presents and tons and tons and tons of food for all. The community need in the winter is just higher than any other time of the year. People sometimes can just get by on cereal and pasta, but during the holidays it's important to get some meat in your meal and your diet, and people really want to have gifts and they want to be able to give their children gifts. So many things that we take as just basics in life, having a gift or having a tree for our kids, it's just not that way up here sometimes. So we're glad that we can be here as a member of the community to help people have a nice, normal, proud American life.
The New York State Fraternal Order of Police also donates food and gifts to the program each year. Easter Seals New York runs a monthly outreach in Port Jervis, and they've provided more than 60,000 pounds of food to about 6,500 Port Jervis area residents this year. And police say it was a burglary that sent a person to the hospital, only this time the injured person was the intruder and not the burglary victim. It happened Saturday in Saugerties, when village police say a man broke into the Montgomery Street home of a 20-year-old woman who was home alone with her 4-month-old son. But the burglar, 28-year-old Miguel Hernandez of Saugerties, got something other than stolen property. The woman hit Hernandez in the face several times, bloodying his nose. Police say when they arrived, they found Hernandez to be in an intoxicated condition and was left dazed from the attack. He was treated at Kingston Hospital, then arrested for felony attempted burglary. The sun will be a welcome sight tomorrow after all the rain. It'll be partly sunny Wednesday with temperatures reaching the middle 40s. Thursday, the clouds return with more rain expected by late in the day. Temperatures will top out in the upper 40s. Record Online is the place to find news when it breaks and read the stories and features important to you in tomorrow's Times Herald Record. For Record Newswatch, I'm Tracy Baxter.